Yo, 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 what is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 13 of Result Report College Basketball Rundown Edition. I'm Isaac, and episode 13 starts out. So you might know me, I do watch a lot of Big Ten, so I will give you the awards for this year. Player of the Year, Zach Edey, Purdue. Freshman of the Year, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Indiana. Co-Defensive Players of the Year, Caleb McConnell, Rutgers, for the second year in a row, and Chase Audige, Northwestern. Sixth Man of the Year, Peyton Sandfort, Iowa. You better remember that name and watch out for him. Coach of the Year, Chris Collins, Northwestern. An amazing turnaround for the Wildcats coach. So after these awards, I've decided to come up with my own awards. Here is the worst haircut candidates in the Big Ten. Brooks Barnhizer from Northwestern. His haircut is like it's trimmed around here. It's annoying. Matthew Meyer from Illinois. He has a messy mullet. Isaac Likely from Ohio State. He has long braids and he also wears a headband with how messy it is. I want you to pause the video and comment who you think it should be, or if it's not a candidate, say who should it be out of all the players in the Big Ten. 3, 2, 1. Got it. Okay, worst tempered coach in the Big Ten. Brad Underwood from Illinois. You always see him screaming. Fran McCaffrey from Iowa has a couple technicals this year, way more than just a couple, and he has an ejection this season. And then Tom Izzo from Michigan State. He's very famous, but can get called for some teas. He yells. Pause the video. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give that to Fran McCaffrey, speaking that he had an ejection this year. Most underrated player, Jamison Battle, Minnesota, Braden Smith, Purdue, and Peyton Sandfort, Iowa. Pause the video and... Okay, so I'm going to give that award to Jamison Battle. Minnesota is thought as, oh, they're just terrible. They just beat Rutgers. Watch about them. Yeah, Peyton Sandfort, he's a sixth man. He's amazing. He just hits threes like Iowa does. Most improved player, Boo Buie from Northwestern. Chris Murray from Iowa, brother of Keegan Murray, who eventually, after last year with Iowa, went to the Sacramento Kings. And Zach Edey, Purdue. I am going to give that to Zach Edey. I think he was doubted at the beginning of the year. As a Purdue fan, I knew he was going to have a monster season, but you never know. Player of the Year overall, Zach Edey, Purdue. He won the actual award. Trace Jackson Davis, Indiana, the preseason Player of the Year. And Jalen Pickett, Penn State. 3. Player of the Year goes to Zach Edey from Purdue, having a career-high 38 points against Michigan State this season. Also had 32 points in the Breslin Center against Michigan State. And it's not only that, it's rebounds and blocks too. Think about that. Trace Jackson Davis, good job with all your blocks. Okay, now for our next challenge. You might be wondering, why do I have a quarter in front of me? Well, let me explain. I've decided to do an experiment to see of the college basketball major conference tournament games heading into March Madness, what is more accurate, a coin toss or a pick from someone who really watches college basketball? So, okay, the team with the lower seeding is, I'm doing it for the only games today, Big Ten, SEC, and Big 12. The team with the lower seed will be tails, and the team with the higher seed will be heads. First up, Ohio State at 13 and 18, the 13 seed in the Big Ten, versus Wisconsin, 12 seed and 17 and 13. Let's see. Heads, that means Wisconsin. Okay, I'm going to disagree with that. I think Wisconsin is not playing well right now. They just almost lost to Minnesota in the barn. Remember what I said earlier, people think Minnesota's bad, and they might be. And also Ohio State has played back to where they were. They just, I think, lost. I think it's too late for them, though. Now, 14 seed Minnesota against 11 seed Nebraska. Flip the coin. It is tails, meaning Nebraska is not going to win. Minnesota. No. Only reason Minnesota's played well lately is they've been at home. No. Nebraska is 16-15. They're playing pretty well right now. Go with the Huskers. I don't know what is more accurate. 13 seed Ole Miss at 11-20 against 12 seed South Carolina at 11-20, heading on to the SEC. Tails again? No, not Ole Miss. They're terrible. They fired head coach Kermit Davis in February in his 4th season, making the NCAA tournament in his first year as an 8 seed, losing in the first round to 9 seed Oklahoma, who would then lose to Virginia, who would then win the championship. That was 2019 though. And Chris Beard is also the top candidate for Ole Miss job. He was fired by Texas after strangling his wife, and then he was arrested and blah. He's fine now. So go with the Gamecocks. 14 seed LSU at 13-18 against 11 seed Georgia at 16-15. Tails again, LSU. No, I am still not going to agree with you. I'm going to go with the Georgia Bulldogs. LSU is terrible. They lost their entire team last year, including the head coach, Will Wade. Texas Tech and West Virginia. Heads, finally, West Virginia. Well, they've played pretty well with their offense and Eric Stevenson almost coming into Allen Fieldhouse. That was just sad. So I think West Virginia is going to win with that offense, and they would eliminate Texas Tech from March Madness contention after being a top 10 team at some points last season and a 3 seed. 10 seed Oklahoma at 15-16 against 7 seed Oklahoma State at 17-14. Who we got? You've got Oklahoma State. I disagree. Oklahoma, you never know who they are. There are no cupcakes in the Big 12. Dick Vitale, that's a quote. And Oklahoma State has played frequently terrible, and they're 17-14. This would be a terrible way to end the season if you are a Cowboy. More news on college basketball next. Head coach Jim Boeheim for Syracuse, this is breaking news, has retired or stepped down from Syracuse after 47 years of coaching. Reached over 1,000 wins with Syracuse. And also, earlier today, the Syracuse Orange were defeated by the Wake Forest Demon Deacons 77-74 off of a game-winning 3 at the last second. Syracuse finished 17-15 in his last year of coaching. I don't know if they'll make the NIT. Probably not, though. Jim Boeheim was inducted to the Naismith Hall of Fame in 2005. And also, I think the reason he retired may have been his kids left after last season. His kids left. 5 Final Fours for the Hall of Fame coach now. 35 NCAA tournament appearances, 35 out of 47. He had a national championship in 2003 when Carmelo Anthony was in college. And he was Coach of the Year, Naismith Coach of the Year in 2010. Thanks for tuning in to episode 13 of Result Reports College Basketball Rundown Edition. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment to stay up to date with our channel. And be sure to check back to see how the coin flip did versus my prediction. I'm Isaac. Peace out.